Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Whether you're a veteran of this channel or new here for the first time, let it ever be known, I love real Star Wars. I'm an EU guy. 20 plus years of books, 30 plus years of Star Wars experience tells me that Disney Star Wars is trash. Always been trash, always will be trash. They don't know Star Wars. They hate everything George Lucas did with his Galaxy Far, Far Away. They want to rewrite it. They want to modernize it. Never a word you want to hear associated with a franchise you love. There's a reason some things are called timeless, because they should always work, whatever the era. And Star Wars was one of those things. It was great and perfect the way it was. Had plenty of adult stories to be told. But Disney, no, in their infinite wisdom throughout the EU. We live in the era, though, right now where people want to continually pretend, using cognitive dissonance, the idea of, you know something is wrong, but you rationalize away why you're going to praise it or accept it or keep going with it, even though deep down inside you know it's wrong. It's called the reality versus your perceived vision, and they clash and create the cognitive dissonance where you then therefore suffer that inability to admit something is wrong when you see it. That is Disney Star Wars in general. And it's happening right now with Andor. Andor, the most underwhelming product put out by Disney Star Wars. So it's adult. You just don't get it. It's made for adults. No, that was made for adults. Andor is made to be boring and pointless. A prequel of a prequel about a character who dies. And a lot of fake lore put in there to stabilize the fractured Disney lore around Disney Star Wars. There is no recipe for success with Disney Star Wars. All roads in Disney Star Wars lead to the same place, the sequel trilogy and Jake Skywalker. No one has yet to counter that statement to me. It's adult Star Wars. Andor is great. You just don't know it. You just want your pew-pew and lightsabers. Well, again, evidence. I kind of know what real Star Wars is. But today, Lucasfilm has announced. Here is the evidence. Nothing is saved with Disney Star Wars. Not when you're bringing in Damon Lindelof and people involved with Ms. Marvel to present another Disney Star Wars movie masterpiece. We remind you, Damon Lindelof, he is a loser. Everything he touches ends up as crap. Yeah, he's got plenty of awards, nominations. Yeah, that means nothing. Don't forget, he's associated with Bad Reboot. He is buddy with Jar Jar. He is an acolyte of Jar Jar. Spawned from the destroyer of franchises. So he's suddenly going to get a Star Wars movie. Remember, Damon Lindelof brought you the Watchmen show from a couple of years ago. Now, I am personally, all full disclosure, I don't like Watchmen. I don't like the comic, don't like the movie. I don't like anything from that. I not my thing. I watched the movie once and I hated it. And I didn't go near the comic because I don't like a deconstruction of superheroes. I don't like that type of stuff. But I know from watching guys like Gary and Az who reviewed it that the Watchmen show was a complete disaster. It got canceled. After it got renewed, it got canceled a couple days later. And they gave the bullshit answer that Lindelof, well, he told USA Today, this is where USA Today for this old article a couple years ago, that he's told the story he wants to tell and has no interest in the second season. You destroyed it so badly, they canceled it. Alan Moore recently has said, the creator of Watchmen says, the Watchmen show was terrible. Not that he liked this comparison, but author Alan Moore often takes proverbial watchmaker God approach to his creation. Moore conjures characters and worlds, lets them live lives of their own, and occasionally pops in to smite them with disapproval. He found the Wachowskis' V for Vendetta oversimplified Americanization and fought to have his name removed from Zack Snyder's Watchmen film. Similarly, he wants little to do with Lindelof's 2019 adaptation of the latter comic for HBO, prompting Lindelof to channel more spirit, saying, F you, I'm doing it anyway. Lindelof, not creative. Say what you will about Alan Moore and Watchmen. I don't like it, but there are legions of people who love it and praise it. But this is the attitude of Lindelof. F you. I don't care what you think. I don't care what a creator thinks. I don't care what a creator wanted for his world. I'm going to do it my way. And let's remind you, after this, here's recent history of the failure of the Watchmen TV show. What is Lindelof most famous for failing at? Lost, along with Jar Jar. This is from a couple of years ago. It's recent enough, though, why so many people still have issues with the Lost finale and Lost in general. People hate it because it was a story of mystery box within a mystery box within a mystery box within a mystery box. Because that's all that Jar Jar acolytes, Damon Lindelof being one of them, know how to do. Mystery box crap. So you've got this dunce being given a Star Wars movie with somebody who wrote, up until recently, or worked with recently, the worst MCU TV show. Entertainment is from Forbes that Ms. Marvel, the first episode of Ms. Marvel, earned just 4.2 million households via that Nielsen ratings period of time. That's well below the likes of Loki, 12.2 million, Falcon Winter Soldier, 8.3 million, Hawkeye, 7.1 million. And then they talk about the minutes view. But either way, up until She-Hulk, it was the worst received, worst viewed show. Ms. Marvel was a disaster.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
These people do not understand television. They don't even understand they can't even handle television. How can they do movies? Damon Lindelof, a failed TV creative. They're going to give him a movie. This thing is given possible director power over it. Oh my God. These people are horrible. Disney Star Wars is trash. And just as it was announced, we also get this. Disney reportedly told Star Wars boss Kathleen Kennedy to stop announcing projects. The history. Rian Johnson's trilogy is still happening. No, it's not happening. Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins, not happening. Dan and Dave, not happening. Why? I said Taika Waititi. Where is the evidence of any of these movies happening? What are their stories? What are they doing? They don't have a story because they have no plan except to destroy George Lucas's Star Wars, to rewrite it, to eliminate anything good about Star Wars and replace it with Disney Star Wars. They just did it with Return of the Jedi with their crap Marvel comics. I covered it last week. The Death Star 2 plans were secreted out by their Crimson Dawn, or whatever the hell they called people. They were humans. No, it was done by Bothans. You want a good one? Read Shadows of the Empire. That's the story of how the Death Star 2 plans got out, and they were purposefully leaked by Palpatine, given to Prince Shizor, allowed to get out there because Palpatine, he set the bait for the trap, for the Battle of Endor. We all know how it turned out, but still, it was all planned. That's Star Wars. This is not Star Wars. This dunce doesn't know anything about creativity, can't make a good TV show. He is part of the Hollywood elite who sniff their own farts in an echo chamber and huff their own egos. And this, I don't know what that is. She's involved with Ms. Marvel. Clearly, she has no talent at all. Disney Star Wars is trash. Disney Star Wars will never be saved because it has no goal. It has no direction. Andor does not exist in a vacuum. I am sorry to tell you this. All roads lead to Jake Skywalker. Andor is not good television. You can like it. Don't tell me it's Star Wars, because it's not. That's Star Wars. You want Star Wars? Read a book. Buy an audio book. Fall in love with it all over again, because that's where the true Star Wars story is. 20 plus years of novels, and that's not even all of them. Real Star Wars is beautiful. Real Star Wars is great. I love it. I will defend it forever. And I hope you will too. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on this channel, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. Hit the notification button, share my video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave comments. I love to hear from real, normal fans. You guys are awesome. I don't care what the Stans or the SJWs have to say or think, because 201, they are all cowards behind keyboards. And I can't wait for them to be triggered by this video, future videos, and future streams. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.